Hello, Internet. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most ridiculously overpowered and criminally underrated characters in all of Marvel, Quicksilver. Whether it's the version from X-Men or the one from the MCU, this silver-haired speed demon can move so fast that time practically freezes around him. He's the guy who dodges bullets for breakfast and jogs through explosions like it's nothing. But somehow, Hollywood keeps selling him short. So let's break it down. Just how powerful is Quicksilver really, and why does he keep losing in the dumbest ways possible?
You serious?
We first see him in X-Men, Days of Future Past, and right away, the movie makes it clear just how insanely fast he is with the legendary time in a bottle scene. And look, once you show a speedster who's fast enough to literally freeze time from their perspective, it's game over. There's no excuse after that. You can't have someone moving at regular speed take out a guy like that with a freeze ray or some goofy trap. Yeah, I'm talking to you, CW Flash. That scene tells us a lot. First, he's fast. Like, terrifyingly fast. He casually runs around an entire room, moves bullets out of the air, and still has time to mess with everyone inside. Second, he can think just as fast as he moves. His perception is fully in sync with his speed. He literally stops mid-run to decide what he wants to do next, like when he pulls the gun from the guard's hand and takes a second to think before making the guy punch himself in the face. And third, he's got some serious durability. He's running at ridiculous speeds, smashing into water droplets and flying through objects without taking any damage. Do you know how hard water hits at that speed? It's basically a bullet. There are videos online saying water at 60,000 psi can cut through bulletproof glass and armor, and it's doing absolutely nothing to Quicksilver. That alone proves he's not just fast. He's built like a tank, too. Then we see him again in X-Men Apocalypse, where he literally saves everyone in the mansion from a massive explosion. And if you thought he was fast before, nah, this scene takes it to a whole new level. I don't even know how fast that explosion or the shrapnel was, but it was definitely faster than the bullets from the last scene, and he still made it all look like slow motion. Some breakdowns estimate he was moving around 8,000 times the speed of sound in that moment. And while everything's blowing up around him, this guy is just goofing off, moving people and pets to safety like it's a game. His speed and perception in this scene are absolutely unreal. Now, let's get into some of the fights. First up, his fight with Apocalypse. So yeah, Apocalypse is clearly crazy powerful. Dude has healing abilities, insane durability, and takes hits like they're nothing. But still, how in the world did he manage to see Quicksilver moving in slow motion? That would mean Apocalypse is thinking and reacting at speeds close to 8,000 times the speed of sound. That's not shown anywhere else in the movie. And don't even try to argue he has super speed, because there's zero evidence of that. And another thing, when Quicksilver gets his leg trapped and broken, why does he suddenly stop using his super speed perception? We've seen he can still perceive time in slow motion even when standing still, so why not just stay in that slowed state, figure things out, and get free? Beast literally punches the dirt to free him later. Quicksilver, with his speed and enhanced strength, could have done the same thing instantly. He doesn't need to be running to use his power. It's active in everything he does. So, yeah. There's no reason he should have lost that fight. Next up, his fight with Jean Grey. I mean, come on, you serious? He's doing all this in literally a blink of an eye. Some people in the comments said it makes sense because Jean can think at super speed and sensed him coming. But that's never shown in the movies. You can't just pull that from the comics and throw it in here. It doesn't work that way. And even if she could think that fast, how did she move her arm and that piece of flooring fast enough to knock him mid-run? That would mean she's physically moving at speedster levels too, which again, she's never shown doing. And how did that even knock him out? This guy was running into water drops at bullet speed and didn't even flinch. So now falling and hitting the ground suddenly knocks him unconscious? Nah, that doesn't track. He should have bounced right back up and kept moving. Now, let's talk MCU Quicksilver. He's way slower than the X-Men version, and honestly, kinda disappointing. He gets tired when running, his slow-motion perception is weaker, and his fighting style is pretty basic, mostly just pushing people at high speed and running off. Like, that's it. In Age of Ultron, he loses to Thor's hammer, which, fine, Fair enough. Then Cap knocks him down with a shield strike. Also reasonable since MCU Quicksilver doesn't seem to have any real durability or super strength. But then, the part that makes no sense. How does he get shot? We've already seen he can perceive bullets in slow motion, so why didn't he just dodge? Maybe he was still disoriented from earlier hits, but even then, it feels lazy. And that final scene, you didn't see that coming? I don't buy it. He clearly moves Hawkeye out of the way, then runs back into the line of fire? Why? He had time to move him and still avoid the bullets. It just felt like a forced way to kill off a speedster they didn't know what to do with. Personally, I would have loved to see what came next if he had survived. But hey, with the whole multiverse thing now, maybe we'll see him again someday. So yeah, both versions of Quicksilver got done dirty. I'm not saying he should be invincible, but come on. If a character can basically freeze time, he shouldn't be losing to dudes with freeze guns or chunks of concrete. Speedsters are always inconsistent in movies, and that's probably never going to change, because once they're written as this powerful, it's hard to make them lose without making it look dumb. If you guys enjoyed this breakdown, do me a favor. Hit that like button, smash subscribe, and share this video with your fellow Speedster fans. That's all I've got for today. See you in the next one.